Today we are going to start SYBSc Electronic Science Paper 1 Communication Electronics. In this subject there are 4 units. So we will start unit number 1, Introduction to Electronic Communication. So first of all we will start Introduction. Communication is the basic process of exchanging information. Communication is required for the human beings to convey their thoughts, ideas, feelings, orders, news, and many more. The need to communicate these things is very old. One can say as old as man himself. So basically communication is the word, Latin word communicate, which means to share. Communication is the basic step to exchange of information. Exchange of information. For example, a baby in a cradle communicates with a cry when she needs her mother. Communication can be defined as the process of exchange of information through means such as electrical signal, That means communication can be exchange your signal over a long distance, which is called as a communication. In the communication system, there are two parts are most required. That means first one is a sender. First one is a sender and another one is a receiver. This is the sender part and this is the receiver part. So through this we have to connect our channel or medium. That means any system which provides communication consists of the three important and basic parts which is shown in this figure. First part is sender, that is the person who sends a message. It could be transmitting station from where the signal is transmitted. Channel, that means this one channel, is the medium through which the message signal travel to reach the destination. And the last one is the receiver. Receiver is the person who receives the message. It could be a receiving station. Data through the transmitted signal is being received. Now, types of signal. There are two types of signals. First one is a analog signal and last one is a digital signal. Conveying an information by some means such as gesture, sound, action and many more can be termed as signaling. Hence, a signal can be a source of energy which transmits some information. The signal helps to establish a communication between the sender and the receiver. An electrical impulse or an electromagnetic wave travels a distance to convey a message can be termed as a signal in a communication system. Depending on their characteristics, signals are mainly classified into two types. So, first one is an analog signal and second one is a digital signal. Analog and digital signals are further classified again periodic and aperiodic. Same in the digital signals, periodic and aperiodic. Analog signal, a continuous time varying signal which represents a time varying quantity, can be termed as an analog signal. The signal keeps on varying with respect to time according to the instantaneous of the quantity which represent it. That means analog signal is a continuous signal. That means maybe voltage or currents, or basically this is the sine wave signal. In digital signal there are two values are included. That means two distinct values are included, that is high and low. High and low, that is on and off. Now we will discuss about the block diagram of communication system. In the branch of science, in its basic electrical sense, the term communication means the sending, receiving and processing of information by electric means. The block diagram of general communication system, which is shown in this figure. The basic component of communication systems are source, transmitter, channel or medium through which signal propagates and the receivers. The communication system has to communicate a message. This message comes from information source, that means this one. The information itself is that which is conveyed. In most systems, a human generates a message that we call the information or intelligence signal. First, we can explain information source. The information generated by human is in the form of sound waves. For electrical communication, this information needs to be converted into more suitable form for transmission. Next one is that transmitter. The transmitter has to transmit the information. If the information source is electrical in nature, it becomes easy for processing and sending. If the information is in the form of sound signal, it is necessary to convert the incoming sound signal into electrical variation. The device which converts one form of energy into other more convenient form is known as sensor. Here, sensor requires to convert sound to electrical signal The device which is used for this known as microphone. In long distance communication, a transmitter is required to process and any information so that it becomes more suitable for transmission and the reception. Next one, communication channel. Communication channel is the medium through which signal goes from transmitter to receiver. It may be pair of wires or free space. The pair of wires are used to carry voice signal from a microphone to a handset. In case of wire telephony, a pair of wires are used to transfer signal from source to destination. Nowadays, communication medium is fiber optic cable or light pipe that carries the message on light wave. The medium between transmitter and receiver may be wireless, such as in mobile telephony, radio, and television communications. So, in this box, we can notice that there is a noise also included. What is meant by noise? Noise is a basically unwanted, undesired electrical signal. May I repeating again? It may be asked question for noise. Noise is unwanted, undesired electrical signal along with desired signal. Noise is usually of random character. Noise in a communication system is undesirable electric energy that enters the communication system via the communication medium and interference with the transmitted message. Or all over we get the noise in the receiver section also. Now we will discuss receiver. Receiver has to pick up the desired signal from the channel and pass it to the destination. There are different type of receivers in communication system. The types of the receiver depends upon number of factors, mainly type of modulation system, the operating frequency, its range, and the nature of output required. The receiver can be defined as the collection of electronic components and circuits that accepts transmitted message from the channel and convert it back into a from understandable by humans. Next, types of electronic communication systems. Types of electronic communication system. In the electronic communication system, there are three types of communication. So those types depending on nature of signal. So basically, first one is that analog and digital communication. Next one, baseband and broadband communication. And last one is that one-way or two-way communication, which is also called as simplex or duplex communication. So first of all, we will explain analog and digital communication. The important criteria to categorize the electronic communication is by the type signals to be transmitted. There are two types of signal, analog and digital. In analog signal is a continuously varying voltage or current. A sine wave is a typical analog signal. Voice and video voltages are analog signal. That means whatever I am representing here, you can see the pictures or hearing the voice, which is our analog signals. A digital signal has two distinct levels, that is high and low or on and off. The earliest telegraphy used is Morse code for transmitting signal. The Morse code is basically digital codes, whereas radio telegraphy uses an international code of dots and dashes. Data used in computers is a digital or where binary codes representing numbers, letters and special symbols are transmitted by wire or radio. That is, in analog signal, voltage and current are most typical signals. In digital, there are two levels, high or low, or on and off. Baseband and broadband signal. The original information signal is known as baseband signal. It may be analog or digital. In a communication system, the information signal may be transmitted as such or may be processed and then transmitted over the communication medium. If the original voice, video or digital signal is transmitted through the medium, it is referred to as baseband transmission. In many telephone and intercom communication systems, voice itself is placed on the wire and transmitted over some distance to the receiver. In PC to PC communication, direct digital signal is transmitted through coaxial cables. Now, what is meant by broadband signal? Broadband signal, to transmit baseband signal by radio, signal is first processed known as modulation. Techniques using modulation are referred to as broadband. In this technique, a modulation of the baseband signal such as voice, video or digital signal is superimposed on high frequency signal known as carrier and then it is transmitted. So in baseband signal that is data signal, stream and channel at a time while broadband technology transmit multiple data signal, stream, channel simultaneously at the same time. To understand the basic difference between both technologies, consider the baseband is a railway track and the broadband is a highway. Like at a time, only one train can go on a railway track. In the baseband transmission, only one data signal can be transmitted at a time. That means in baseband signal, only one data signal can be transmitted at a time. Unlike a railway track on a highway, multiple vehicles can go simultaneously. For example, on a 3 lanes highway, 3 vehicles can go at the same time, same as a highway. In the broadband transmission, multiple data signals can be transmitted at the same time. In broadband, multiple data signals can be transmitted at the same time. Baseband technology uses digital signals in a data transmission. It sends binary value directly as a pulses of different voltage levels. Digital signals can be regenerated using repeaters in order to travel longer distance before weakening and becoming unusable because of attenuation. Baseband technology is mainly used in Ethernet networks to exchange data between nodes. This technology can be used on all three popular cable media types of Ethernet: coaxial, twisted pair, fiber optic. Broadband technology uses analog signal in data transmission. This technology uses a special analog wave known as the carrier wave. A carrier wave does not contain any data but contains all properties of the signal. This technology mixes data values into the carrier wave and sends the carrier wave across the channel or medium. That means baseband transmission transmit digital signals, broadband transmission transmit analog signal. To boost signal strength, use repeaters in baseband. In broadband transmission, to boost signal strength, use amplifiers. Baseband signal support TDM based multiplexing and broadband signal support FDM based multiplexing. In baseband transmission, we use coaxial, twisted pair and fiber optic cables. Broadband transmission, we use radio waves, coaxial cables and fiber optic cables. Baseband signal used in Ethernet, LAN networks and broadband signal used in cable and telephone networks. Now we will discuss about one-way, two-way communication. Electronic communication is basically of two types. The simplest is a one-way communication, normally referred to as simplex, and two-way communication is known as duplex. In simplex communication, information is transmitted in only one direction. That means transmit from one to receiver section. Example for simplex communications are TV, radio. These are the example for simplex communication. Another example is information transmitted by the telemetry system of a satellite to Earth. The transmission of signal from microcomputer to printer is also an example of simplex mode of communication. Now we discuss two-way or duplex communication. In duplex transmission, information or data flow in both directions. That means transmit to receiver, and then receiver part can transmit data to the transmitter part as a receiver. That is, in both direction we can communicate. If the transmission goes one way at a time, it is called as a half duplex. If it goes in both ways simultaneously, it is called as a duplex. Example are radio communication used in military. Radio communication used in military. Police and other services in the form of walkie-talkie. Again, another example is that walkie-talkie. Normal telephone conversion is a good example of duplex transmission. Each one can transmit and hear simultaneously. Generally, transmission between two computers or between a computer and a terminal is called as full duplex communication. Now, next lecture we will discuss about the application of electronic communications. Thank you.